Now we want to turn our attention to storm teammates Ellen Baca, who is tracking the storm's path for us right now. Ellen, what are you finding out?
All right, I want to show you the last 24 hours of Hurricane Matthew here spinning up Florida's coastline, and some of the wind reports that we've been seeing have been substantial. So we had one wind report of 84 miles per hour from Daytona Beach. That's where that report just came from. And then we've also seen one of the strongest winds at about 108 miles per hour. That was from Cape, right around Port Canaveral, excuse me. So this storm is still spinning up the Florida coastline very, very slowly. And the fastest winds here are at the center of the storm near the eye wall. Something else that we've seen in the last 24 hours, if you watch closely, that inner eye wall kind of falls apart. Instead, the outer eye wall takes over. What we've seen is an eye wall replacement cycle here. So that's been very helpful to kind of minimize some of the impacts near Florida as it continues to move up towards Jacksonville. Still definitely a lot of potential for damage with this storm. We're seeing massive amounts of surge, especially in a lot of those flat beach locations where there's nothing to stop the water from rolling on shore. Current location right now is near Daytona Beach, and the hurricane force winds extend about 60 miles from the storm center. And the storm center is very close to Florida, so that means some of those coastal areas are seeing those hurricane force winds. If we take a look at that futurecast through Friday, notice how slowly this creeps up through Georgia, now expected to move into Charleston, throwing in that rainwater, pushing up that surge, and really unloading in terms of that wind. Once it gets north of Florida, though, it does look like it is anticipated to weaken some. Still, there's a good chance that we could see some 50-mile-per-hour winds or higher continue to stretch up through Jacksonville, Charleston, and now it's looking like potentially even tropical storm force winds for southern North Carolina.